Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a very beautiful chess game. This is the game between Alexander Beliavsky and Bent Larsen that was played in Tilburg in 1981. Where is Tilburg? It is a city in the Netherlands. Beliavsky had white pieces and he started with e4. Larsen played c6, and after d4 and d5 we have Caro Kann defense. Knight to c3. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes on e4, bishop to f5, attacking knight. Black developed bishop before pushing pawn to e6. But now bishop is a target. Knight to g3, attacking bishop, bishop to g6, h4 threatening h5, black played h6, knight to f3, knight to d7, that is preventing white knight from coming to e5, h5 attacking bishop, bishop to h7, bishop to d3, bishop takes bishop, and queen takes bishop. Book says that position is equal, but somehow it looks like that white is better. White developed 3 pieces and has more space on the board. What do you think? I prefer white position. Knight from g to f6, bishop to f4, and black played e6. The most popular move is queen to a5 check, and after bishop to d2, queen goes to c7, and after castling, then e6. In our game, e6 was played. White castled queenside, bishop to e7, knight to e5, and a5. Aggressive intentions, perhaps planning a4, a3. Rook from h to e1, and white's army is fully mobilized. All pieces developed. White has more space on the board. Still, black could have castled, and looks like he could have a playable game. But he wanted to play aggressively. He played a4, and that is not the best move on the board for some reason. We have reached critical position of the game. It is white to move. How would you continue if you had white pieces? If you wish, you can pause this video and you can try to find the best move for white in this position. That move decided the game. What is the move? Have you seen this? Knight to g6, sacrificing the knight. But black decided to decline the offer. He played knight to d5. Of course, we want to know what's wrong with taking that knight. If pawn takes knight, then queen takes on g6 check, and after king to f8, rook takes pawn on e6. And perhaps the best move would be to try to oppose the queen, white queen. And now knight to f5, and white is better, but I can't show all the variation. I will just show you the cute one, one that I like, and that is if queen takes queen. So this is not the only move that black can play, but let's have a look what will happen then. Pawn takes queen. Now bishop is the target here. If bishop goes, say, to b4, a3, bishop to a5, and then bishop to d6 check, king to g8 check. As you can see, this position has no hope. Discovered check, king to g8 check again, king to f8. So this is not worth playing for black at all. Target is now pawn on g7. Okay, so in the game, knight to d5. Knight is attacking bishop on f4. And how should white continue now? What would you play? Beliavsky found absolutely brilliant move. he played knight to f5. What a move. What will happen if knight takes bishop? Can you see? If knight takes bishop, then game over. Knight takes on g7 checkmate. What will happen if pawn takes knight? If pawn takes knight, then knight takes on e7, and after knight takes knight, bishop to d6, and white is winning. So problem is g7. That's why black played bishop to f8. And now another brilliant move, bishop to d6. Of course, black can't take this because this is checkmate then, or even checkmate like this. Very difficult position for black, isn't it? Rook to g8, more protection to pawn on g7. c4, chasing knight from its good spot. Knight to b4, attacking queen. And how would you continue now? Well, looks like that f3 is a good spot. Queen to h3. Why queen to h3? Now queen is keeping an eye on pawn on a6. And finally, black got tired of all these knights and pieces around his king, so he decided to kill some of them. So he captured knight, but now pawn is no longer protecting pawn on e6. So rook takes on e6 check. King to f7, attacking rook. How should white continue? Well, first move that comes to mind is rook from d to e1. But Beliavsky played pawn takes on g6, sacrificing rook. King takes rook. And now rook to e1, check. Knight to e5, blocking. And how should white capture? With bishop, with pawn, or with rook? What do you think? Well, lucky for white. All these moves are winning. That's lucky, isn't it? White just captured with bishop, and black resigned. His position is hopeless. He could have tried to run away with king, but then we would have this continuation. Knight takes on g7 check, king to e7, and there is checkmate next move. Can you see it? This is checkmate. Another attempt would be knight to d3 check. White doesn't have to capture knight. He can play king to b1, and after knight takes bishop, check, and after king to d7, discover check, and after attempt to escape, there is fork, and white is winning. Black queen. If king goes to d6 to avoid losing queen, then we could have c5, and black would have to go again to c7 and the same thing. That was brilliant attack by Beliavsky, wasn't it? What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.